We finally made it to stage 9, Theater of Despair, which has caused me great despair in my life. First thing you need to know is there's these golden ghosts along with white ghosts. Golden are good. The white ghosts you want to avoid. The golden ones you just simply walk over to and collect 3 of their souls type of thing, which is going to unlock a stun. If you don't, like I did, it may go to an NPC, making it a lot more sturdy. So lesson number 1 in this thing is Dra-drath, bad. Everywhere. Fire, bad. Gold stuff, good. White stuff or ghost, not good. Believe me, it took me a long time to learn that. So avoid the white ghost. Continue to move around. You're going to get very familiar with this place, especially if it's your first time here, because I died probably 100 times in here and it was not fun. I screamed, yelled, kicked a wall, hit my keyboard, almost fainted, passed. Anyways, you get the point. The very first stage is simply introducing you to the mechanics and the NPCs. You notice a lot of Dra-drath, a lot of fire, a lot of casting. What do you think you're going to be using as a magic user? You guessed it, harness magic or annulment. And right there we get that 3 souls giving us a synergy at the bottom key, the spectral explosion. If we hit that sucker, everything in the vicinity is going to get stunned. I'm not going to use it because I've already done this and I know when to save it. You're going to save these explosions for mini bosses or bosses. We got our Dra-drath friend here. We're going to get very familiar with him in the coming rounds, but I'm going to use my spectral explosion. I'm going to nuke him, and you notice I'm pretty much all single target for this fight. All single target. That's what's working for me on the Sorc. Yes, that fire damage is ridiculous and it's very painful. Off to round 2. More of the same. We're going to still have the Spectral Ghost. We're going to be introduced to a couple new monsters here, but it's just more of the same. You see that take aim animation that we've seen in the past. Make sure to interrupt it. Make your way around the arena, collecting the ghouls, nuking down the casters, breaking stuns, because this guy will do Soul Tether, Agony. He's just a complete pain. But the really thing you need to focus on is getting those souls for the spectral explosions. Now, time them appropriately. When you're first doing this, if you see 2 or 3 like NPCs running around, it's probably not the best time to use spectral explosion. If you see a huge boss, Dra-drath, crazy guy that's nuking you, probably a good time to use it. So right now is not the best time to use it because I'm handling these NPCs just fine. You want to save it for the hard fights, not the easy ones. And also save your power-ups for the hard fights with an explosion, especially in the last boss, which I'll show you. Okay, we got a Dra-drath summon, so I'm going to pop my explosion. It's going to stun everything and give me enough time to pretty much get him whittled down to almost near death or kill him, especially if I don't use an ultimate. If I use an ultimate, I can pretty much nuke him in a few seconds and continue to go get the explosions. Now, the Dra-drath, he is annoying. Harness magic is effective. Also, having a heal over time is very, very wise. So on my back bar, I put mutagen, so it removes a negative effect and heals me over time, because that dot can and will kill you. Okay, another spectral guy. I get stunned. A key thing about the spectral explosions, make sure you're clear of danger before you pop it, because it does take 1 or 1.5 seconds to actually use it. I have died frequently trying to use spectral explosion and just only to be hit by a take aim or a fireball from a mob. So wait till you're clear there and pop it. Now let's nuke down Billy Bob Fat Ogre guy. Kaboom! Billy Bob's dead, and we're on to the next round. Here we go, round 3, more of the same. You're seeing a common theme here. A healer paired with a nasty, ugly Dra-drath. That's going to be very important to learn how to deal with these two taking pressure along with the last fight. So, understand the Dra-drath's mechanics. He's going to get in your face, blow a little fire, kisses to you. He's going to do a swipe if you're really close. Avoid the damage that you can. Survive when he does the fire thing, put pressure on him other ways. You're going to see it'll make sense more once I show you the boss fight, but it's just introducing you to something that you'll need to get very familiar with to beat the stupid last boss. Okay, more Undead and Dra-drath. If you're a stamina build, please use Evil Hunter, Camel Hunter, whatever. It's going to help you get these guys down faster. Magic builds to counteract the damage, annulment, which is a light armor skill. Very, very helpful. Okay, so now we're introduced to a mini-boss. You can see he's a little meat cleaver dude. I saved my spectral stuff for him specifically, got my power up, and if I have an ultimate up at the exact same time, I can get him down all the way. Now, what I did not do is have all my buffs up before I hit Spectral Explosion. Learn from my mistakes. Have all your buffs up. So what I mean is have your harness up, your 30-second spell power or weapon power buff, your crit buff, have everything up so your entire time when their mob is stunned, you can do damage. That would have made this fight even easier. In the heat of the moment, though, it's hard to time all that stuff. So if you can't do it, don't get super crazy. It's hard. These Ogrims or whatever, they're pretty simple. Don't get close to them. I just stay in the back, and I range interrupt them once they get around 20% health so they don't enrage and go crazy mode. More friends. Dra-drath, Summoner, Crazy Fat Guy's alive. You know what? I'm using power-ups. I don't want to do this round again. Whatever. And I'm going to focus down the biggest range threat. You see I got stunned there, which is very, very hard to deal with. So those Nightblade type characters you want to put away if you can. But they're also getting healed, so there's just a lot to deal with. Make sure you just survive, save your stamina for a CC break, and be aware when it's going to happen. Look at the Nightblade's animation. Is he about to do an ambush? Is he casting, channeling a agony? Those are the visual indicators that will prevent you from dying just because you don't know that you're going to be stunned. Right there, I'm stunned, and I'm taking fire. Don't panic. Have that button on your keyboard that you know is the panic button. See, look at this. I'm panicking right now. I'm hitting the wrong button. I want to hit the Spectral Explosion, but I hit my ultimate button instead. I'm fat fingering. I'm panicking. I'm like, F it. Ultimate. Let's go. Oh my God. Use a potion, Deltia. So I'm not using my Spectral Explosion yet. So I'm in the clear. Now I use it. Okay, at this point, I think I was raging and screaming because I was so frustrated. But we got it done. Off to round 4. So we're making our way through. It's pretty challenging so far, and we're going to get introduced to another mechanic. Center, crazy dude doing zombie walk. Zombie walk guy will summon big, huge, nasty dude. You want to prevent that from happening. So zombie walk guy needs to get vaporized. He or she will continue to come back and forth. Remember, lore nuts, Dra-drath don't die. So you're going to have to keep dealing with them while killing these NPCs over and over and over. It's a long duration fight. Maintain your focus. Realize what you have to do. Get the golden spirits. Kill the crazy zombie walking dudes or walkers, whatever you want to call them, and just survive. Survive, survive, survive. It's the #1 rule in here. So I got my 3 souls. So I got Spectral Explosion. I'm gonna hold on to it. I got stunned right there by Crazy Nuts. Now I should not have used it there. Remember, you want to save it for a boss round. But I was getting frustrated and I YOLO clicked it. Don't YOLO click it like me. Be better than me. Okay, so we got this. Crazy Walker dude's dead, and we got 2 friends, Mr. Dra-drath Pants and his buddy Tom Shanks. Okay, let's go over here, and I'm spamming annulment. Now, I use Storm Atronach in conjunction with my Engine Guardian, because sometimes the Dra-drath will actually attack my Engine Guardian instead of me, giving me a few seconds that I need to kill his face. And if not, the Dra-drath will get pressured by the Storm Atronach single target. So I recommend that or standing right in front of him and just face tanking him with a meteor. Either way, you gotta deal with those Dra-drath. They'll overwhelm you. They are extremely difficult to deal with. Okay, we got a Spectral Explosion. We know some nasty thing is going to come up here soon, so what's it going to be? I'm going to blow up this little caster guy really fast and then put some pressure on the Ogrim, which is going to nuke down 2 range targets. There's also a walker back in the corner I can see. You notice I put my camera a specific way. I do that so I can be in position and be aware of what's going on. If you just face tank this boss and only look at it, you're going to have a rough time because things are going to be sneaking up on you. So camera position is actually very important. Okay, Stormy's working on Fatty Pants over here. Fatty Pants is going down. We're going to do Crushing Shock when it gets lower so he doesn't channel. And this round is over. Here we go. 5th round. Is this over yet? Can I go home? Oh my God, I want to just be done with it. At this point, I'm going to be honest with you. I was crabby. I was cranky. I didn't want to talk to anyone. You probably did not want to see me or talk to me. I was that mad doing this because, believe me, I was dying a lot. After this, though, I was very, very happy. Anyways, back to the action. What's going to happen? Oh, didn't see that coming. Ash, or Ass Titan, if you will. What do we do with this guy? So it's similar to the City of Ash boss. He's just summoning or casting these little fire breath things, which harness magic can eat up. And then he does his knockback, warning you that the flame waves are going to come. Don't panic, just sidestep. Try to do damage to him while you're sidestepping. It sounds impossible, but it's not if you get enough practice. Not to mention all the other fun stuff that's happening. Guess what? We have more ads coming to us. We got fire everywhere. We got crazy man shooting on us. This is extremely hard. So one of the tricks that I use on my Sorc is Dra-drath Mines. I'm using Harness Magic, and I'm trying to put pressure on him. But realistically, you're surviving, killing 1 or 2 ads while you can, stunning. Put that cooldown up. Hit that meteor. Now just DPS your face off, little Billy. Ugh. Knockback fire. I'm just going to still DPS through it. I don't want to just not get damage on him. And do not let him get one of those spirit things. I got stunned right there. Quick dodge roll. Try potions up. I'm going to use power-ups. I'm tired of doing this round by now. And I find a little trick here. If you go back behind this area, you can actually kind of line of sight the boss on just the total sort of end here like this. So I put my Dra-drath Mines up here, and these guys ran to it and just got destroyed, and the boss wasn't pressuring me. So use that trick if you got on this round and the future. I got a gold spirit thing, trying to avoid it. Another spectral explosion, CC break. I can't use it there though, because I'll die. And not to mention an Ogrim. So crazy guy has to die here, or this round's over. So I just hit it. I'm like, whatever, we got to get him down. Okay, so can I get him down? He's like few percent. I hit a meteor, and the reason why is I just want him to sit in it. So while I'm surviving, he's just taking damage over time. The Mage's Guild meteor. And he's going to be down. He's going to be down. Thank goodness, because the gold little specter thing went right over him. Okay, main threat's down. It's just survival mode. I'm going to take out the healers, the weakest targets, and I'm going to work on the Ogrim guy. I'm watching my health bar to make sure I'm protected with shields. And then also I'm trying to get the gold spirit things. I do not want to do this round over again. Trust me. Take your time. If you're not going for a speed run, you're going for your completion run. Play it safe. Continue to ward. I also have a ward on my front bar. Harness Magicka for this fight, because I don't want to risk having to bar swap in time and missing a ward causing my death. So that's all I'm doing. I'm playing it safe. I'm not screwing around for this fight, because I do not want to do it again, because we are about to do the mother of all fights. And yes, Ogrim's dead, Caster's dead, and that's pretty much it. Here we go. Final fight. It's a Lich guy. Lich guy is pretty much like Crypt of Hearts guy. First thing he's going to do is put his hand up in the back, and that's going to be a channel cast. You can do one of 2 things, block or dodge this next attack. So, boom, I choose to dodge, and I'm going to continue to put pressure on him. He's going to transit. When he transits in the very start, he's going to channel. He's also going to summon a healer. So you're going to interrupt the channel and then nuke this healer down ASAP, because guess what? Tommy Two Guns over here is coming out a Dra-drath, and he's going to melt our face off if we do not kill him. So not only do you have the boss casting on you, you have crazy Dra-drath fire breath nasty dude blowing you fire kisses, and you also have crazy man throwing his lich spear of destiny and death. It's extremely hard to get this done. The best thing you can do is put the boss and the Dra-drath on top of each other, use a meteor, and push the boss down to 75% health. After 75% health, I think this fight gets a lot easier. So the goal, remember, kill the healer. Once the crazy Dra-drath comes, stack them on top of each other and do AoE. So you're killing the Dra-drath and pushing the boss over at the same time. Try to save the power up for the last phase, because you will need it. Next up, we have the 75% phase where we have these little petals, those pedestals. There's going to be a ghoul thing right there to our left that we're going to have to kite, set on these pedestals, and kill. Kind of like what we did earlier in the spider round. So stay out of that Lich Crystal pop, and the Dra-drath's going to come on me. I'm just going to ignore it. Click the button. Now we have the top stage. 3 crystals we have to destroy, and the boss summons something to protect you. Now, I get frustrated in this. If you look at the boss, the very first thing they're going to do is that knockback mechanic. Guess what? I didn't know that. Got knocked off. Now I'm down here, and I have to run around. There's no boss, though. It's just the Dra-drath and the spirit. Don't panic. I'm getting mad right now. I'm swearing, saying naughty words I should never say. But it's going to happen until you get used to it. So the biggest thing here is nuke that Dra-drath. Use an ultimate if you have to. There's no point in redoing this thing. You control when you go back up. So you could do this for hours if you wanted to and survive. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm going to get this Dra-drath down. I'm going to bring Tom over here. Tom. Oh, that pedestal went away. Come here, Tom. Let's go over here. Tom's going to die. So, Deltia, remember what's going to happen when you go up the portals. You're going to get shot with a thing. Whatever that is. The skull of death. I don't know. Whatever he shoots at me. Watch what I do. I get stunned, and it knocks me off again. At this point, I'm raging. Okay, so we're going to skip ahead. You know what to do. Kill a bone thing. We go back up here. Okay, now I got my crap together. So, the crystal. He's going to throw that thing. Nope, not hitting it. I'm watching my feet. All you do is go back left and right for a while and get the crystal. And I'm watching the boss too. What's this? This is our protecting shield. You follow this around in a circle and it protects you from getting knocked off the ledge or killed. So let me show you. See the boss is up in the air right there? After about 10 seconds of this shield being up, the boss is going to go kaboom and do his own explosion. So, the good thing is, you can avoid that by running around the circle. The bad thing is, the next time that he summons that shield, it's going to be faster. So you're going to have a speed, you're going to need a speed potion or an ability. No problem as a Sorc. I'm going to turn my overload on, get lightning form up, identify where that is, get to it, get to it, get to it. Okay, good. Now you can burn all three of these in a time once you get used to this. Dodge. And you'll know when to do the dodges. The dodge will be when you initially come up, and it will be after the shield round. So you're going to have about 2 to 3 dodges. So you make sure to turn your camera, just like I'm doing, on the boss. So you're not just avoiding it. I don't infinitely block either because I'm out of stamina a lot. So I'm just holding shift. Oh, can we get this crystal down? CC break and a dodge. Oh, I got lucky there. All right, I'm out of overward. And now I'm thinking to myself, do I just drop off and reset it, or do I just go? And I decided, YOLO, I'm getting this thing done. Let's get it done. Come on, get her done. And I got frags to go, please. This thing is going so fast I can't even get to it, and I'm just like, whatever, frags. Got it down. Whew, okay. No, we're not done yet. The boss has only had 75% health. The fight gets easier, though. Why? You got the gold spirits now, and now, from the last round, we got the walkers, too. Walkers, gold spirits. We have, everything that we've already learned. The Dra-drath's coming soon, but at least we got gold spirits to deal with this stuff. So the biggest thing to do is when the boss is positioned, go right by the axe, the power-up, if you're doing your clear round. And so when you hit the spectral explosion, you do that with your buffs, ultimate, get this guy pushed as much as humanly possible. We got lucky there because the Dra-drath spawned right on top of the boss. With my meteor, he's pushed in there and will die right away. Stack and whack. That is the best way to do this. Okay. So Larry over here is just giving me his hot fire kisses. And he's about dead, though, and I have to kill this guy. I have to get the gold spirits. I have to stay away from Larry. I have to watch crazy guy shooting Daedric spears of death at me. You can see, extremely hard to get this done. Now he's channeling. It's just the same mechanics in a specific order. If you can learn those mechanics, you can do this. Now, Spectral Explosion. You see I hit it there, but I block animation cancel because I was about to die. Okay, can I beat this thing? I hit the wrong button like a noob missile. I'm frustrated right now. I'm just hitting buttons, screaming at myself. Don't screw this up. Be confident, but don't be cocky. And I'll tell you a story. I got this guy down to 1% and died right before this. And so I was not really in the mood to do this again. Okay, he's channeling. We're going to kill this dude. We're staying disciplined, staying focused. If you have a lot of DPS and this is not your initial clear round, I suggest just executing him and powering through. But since it's our first clear on this guy, dodge. Okay, he's just about done, and we need one more spirit to complete this. We got our spirit, and we're going to hit our spectral. Doesn't matter what range he is. See you later, sucker. We are the Maelstrom Arena champions. Gang, this is extremely hard. Extremely hard. Keep at it. I cannot tell you that enough. See, he moves out of my meteor. I'm out of resources, and he's at like 1%. But you got to stay disciplined with your defense. Ward, shield, do all the things. Make sure Charlie's not breathing on you. Do damage when you can, and you too can be the Maelstrom Arena champion. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped you. It's a